yeah, I've not been here. So I'm basically just hopping on because I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on what I'm doing, where I am, all the things about me that you know about on this channel, that I thought I'd just catch you up on, basically. Just a bit of a chit chat more than anything else, because I haven't been here for a while and some people have asked, not many, but some people have asked. So I thought I'd hop on and kind of answer all the questions and give you a bit of a life update more than anything else, and kind of explain why I haven't been here as much as I was in the past. So what should we start with? Let's start with this channel. So 2015 has, it's been insane. Pretty much from the get-go of January, it's been insane. So we've gone through a few family issues with a diagnosis of my grandmother with dementia, and some interesting stuff that's happened from there. We lost my grandmother-in-law in March. She sadly passed away, and then we had the funeral, and all that comes along with that. This is, I think what didn't help with that was that it's almost 2 years to the day since my grandfather-in-law passed away as well, so there was a lot of stuff that went along with that. I then applied for a new job, as you all know. I got that job. I did that personal planner video, which I'll touch on in a bit when I talk about planners. And so then there was the 3-month notice period. So I handed my notice in late April. I then had to work my notice, so I actually left the my old job at the end of July, and I started my new job on the 3rd of August. So I'm now week 2, day 7 of the new job. The new job is fab. It's going to be a bit of a learning curve. I've gone from managing one person to managing 3 or 4, depending on the time of year. It is an incredibly busy team. There's just, the volume of work is insane. And it's a very public-facing team within the university. I'm now within a team where actually there's a lot of stuff where we have to talk to a lot of people within the university to get one of the biggest things that students go through kind of organised, basically. So that's my new job. I was really sad to leave my old job. I don't know if I've spoken too much about my old job, but I managed several scholarships at the university, mostly for UK students, mostly from disadvantaged or low income backgrounds. There are some, I would say actually it's probably the most rewarding job that I've ever had in my life, mainly because of the students. They were, for the most part, incredibly open, warm, friendly, just lovely to work with more than anything else, and I'm going to miss that side of the job. There are a few bits about the job that I'm not going to miss anymore, but actually the students, and I know a couple of them subscribe, that's the bit that I'm going to really miss. But onwards and upwards, new challenges, all sorts of different things. So it's really weird to move on from a job that you loved. I've never done that before. Well, no, I've loved in some part all my jobs, but with my old job, I was ready to move on, but I could have probably done another couple of years, and that's very different to how I felt about every other job that I've ever done. So that's kind of life work at the moment. Other life stuff at the moment. So I've started a new job. I'm also about to move house. I mentioned, I think a few vlogs back, that we were doing up the house to sell. It sold really quickly and really well, which meant that we could put an offer in on a fabulous house. I'm so excited about this house. This house that we're going to move into is a lot bigger than the one we're in at the moment, and it is our forever family home. So it is the house that I'm determined that we're going to live in for 20 years. As long as nothing insane happens, we're going to raise our family in there. Our children are going to go to school at the local primary school. Yeah, so it had to be right, and it is beautiful. And we are probably moving at the end of August, which is coming really quickly. So that's happening at the moment. Is there anything else life related? I'm still doing brownies. Oh, there we go. One of the segueing in. We're in summer holidays at the moment, so there's no brownies at the moment, but I am doing planning this week with the other owls to come up with a fabulous autumn term. I also took part in a guide camp, and that's where July was insane for me. Well, to be honest, the run up to July was insane for me. I volunteered at the tail end of last year to help out, to run the catering for a county guide camp. So Girl Guiding, Oxfordshire, held a camp for about 700 people, and I ran the catering for it, which was insane, and tiring and exhausting and exhilarating, and just made me fall in love with guiding all over again. One thing I will always say to people is, if you're not involved already in a volunteering organisation such as Girl Guiding, do it. It's so rewarding. You get so much out of it, and it's something other than work. And that's the thing. It's like all these things that you do outside of work, it's something other than work. The whole work-life balance thing has meant a great deal to me over the last couple of years. And being part of Girl Guiding actually stops me thinking about work. That hour and a half when I'm with the brownies every week, I don't think about it. I don't think about how stressed I am with work, or how someone's annoyed me because of a stupid email they've sent, or anything, all the pressures of life. You don't have time because you're at brownies and you're looking after these 21 souls for an hour and a half, and then you give them back. Anyway, so I did guide camp, and that took up quite a lot of July for me, as well as finishing up at my old job, preparing for the new job, generally just living. So yeah, in all of that, nice segue in, I participated in One Book July. Now, I decided at the start of One Book July that I was going to participate, and I was going to post pictures on Instagram, although I didn't really do very much. I wasn't going to do videos, mainly because I didn't do it last year, so I didn't really know what to expect because I was in America. I've kind of already done the one book thing. I've been in my Hobonichi weeks, which is a week on one page with notes, since January, since the start of the year. It's been really functional planning, it's been really boring planning. So I decided to kind of change things up a bit, and I went into my, this is a Janelli fish, really plain, it's just like undyed leather. Well, I think it might be treated, but it is undyed leather, that she sent to me free with my Field Notes snowflake one that she made for me that I've showed in a couple of videos. I'll see if I can link it or put a card, I think it's there. So the snowflake charms are, because my nickname's Snowflake, they are from my lovely friend Vicky in Austria, and basically is one book. There is only one book in there, and it is a Leuchtturm soft cover dot grid pocket notebook. The other thing that's in here is my Midori passport size pocket, which has got 2 card slots at the front, a little pocket at the back, and then the zip pocket, which has got just little bits and washi tape and my Hobonichi stencils and stuff like that. I have been using this as my book in all in one book. I've taken Romany's lead, basically. So she has that Believe book that I just love. And I've been using it for everything. I've been using it for notes, I've been using it for, I put a month grid in there, I've been experimenting with weekly layouts. I think I'm still resonating with the week on one page plus notes, but I'm also journaling, I'm sketching, I'm doing what's the word? It's not creative writing. Lettering. I'm doing a lettering challenge on Instagram with llama letters. Llama lettering? Llama's letters. Oh, I'll tag it below. Follow me on Instagram. That's the way to do it. I'm at Sophie Swan, which is spelt Sophie, X-U-A-N. Swan is my middle name. It is pronounced Swan, Romany. And yeah, I post photos of challenges that I'm doing and also crocheting. So that's the planner. I've been really enjoying it. I want to finish this book. I've taken it into August. I really enjoyed doing it for One Book July, and I'm going to take it into August. I'm slightly, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm intrigued by the personal size stories, because I've now found that the regular size story is just too big and too big for me, and there's too much of a pull to fill it up. I only need one book and a few accessories. I don't want to kind of confuse it. I I might have another thin book, but I don't want to confuse it with anything more than that. But the pocket size is a bit small for me sometimes. So, I don't know, I'm intrigued. I'll probably like try out a few notebooks and put them together and maybe make myself a fabric cover before I spend any money on another notebook cover, just to find that the size doesn't suit me. Anyway, moving on. Crocheting. I had a list and I've just closed it because I was showing you my planner. Okay, crocheting. I am still crocheting. For those of you who listened, sorry, I'm just holding the book open. I crochet too much, it turns out, because I gave myself repetitive strain injury, or RSI. So I do still crochet. I'm doing it slowly, I'm taking my time, I'm trying not to overdo it. I'm currently resting at the moment because I overdid it at the weekend. Yeah, I don't learn. If you want to see fabulous yarny photos, follow me on Instagram. What else? I've told you new job. I've told you new house. I've told you about YouTube. YouTube, I'm basically I'll post when I can, pretty much. One of the things that I do want to carry on doing is Birchbox and My Little Box, my subscription boxes. I didn't do them last month because basically they both turned up just before guide camp. And I wasn't going to do anything other than guide camp stuff before guide camp. I might change the format of them slightly. I said I was going to do a review of the previous month's box and then the unboxing. It just takes too long and it takes forever to edit. So I might change them up slightly. It might just be an unboxing and a bit of these were my favourites from the last box, so it's a bit quicker. I don't know, we'll see. And then from there, there's been some really nice stuff in the particularly Birchbox. I think I'm gravitating towards Birchbox slightly more than My Little Box because I think the stuff that comes in there is slightly more curated to what I've put in my questionnaire about my skin type and my preferences and things like that. My Little Box is lovely and there's some very cute stuff in it, but not all of it is as useful as the Birchbox stuff. So I think that's probably where I'm heading to. I said I'd do them for 6 months. We'll see. I've had 4 of the Birchbox and 3 of the My Little Box so far. I'm waiting for August's My Little Box, but I've got my Birchbox, which I need to do an unboxing of. I haven't actually opened it yet. I'm waiting. Anyway. So that's that. One thing that is new for me is makeup. I've been spending a lot of time watching beauty people on YouTube. So I've got some new favourites. So Vintage or Tacky, love her. I'm still loving Fleur. I'm still loving... who else am I still loving? Beautysaurus Lex. I'm still loving Christina on Pretty Shiny Sparkly. I've got some new favourites. So I mentioned Kyla on Miss Budget Beauty and Diary of a Spendaholic. She's a new favourite, but I really like her. Vintage or Tacky is brand new, and I only found her, I think, through someone commenting on Pretty Shiny Sparkly's Facebook post about YouTube deleting videos. So I found her through that because her rant video is awesome. It's just awesome. Anyway, who else have I... a few people through like the beauty recommended channel. So Viviana does makeup. I've just started following her. I really like her. Another British beauty blogger, which I love. There's a few of them on there that I don't follow, but I follow them on beauty recommended. So yeah, again, it's all about trying to look after my skin, put sunscreen on my face. We got really good Benefit sunscreen in last month's Birchbox, which I really liked. So I like Benefit products. They're expensive though. It's annoying. We got a really nice eyeshadow palette, and I can't remember which one that was in My Little Box or... Anyway, I've been really liking the red tint lip gloss that came in the Birchbox 2 months ago. And just generally like learning how to apply makeup so I don't look like a clown. It's nice. I actually quite like the way my face looks at the moment, which is partly because I've been looking after my skin and therefore my eczema isn't bad. So I've got a little bit there at the moment and a little bit there, but it's not nowhere near. Actually, the worst is on my arm at the moment. It's just come up here and I don't know why. But actually my skin on my face has probably been the best it's been for a long time. Interestingly, I'm getting combination skin now. Don't know what it is, but I'm getting like breakouts here of spots. and I've had a few kind of around here and a few on my head. And my iPad ran out of memory. Anyway, so I might do a, I was saying, I might do a like, this is what's happening with my face. Hilariously, my face looks redder on my iPhone camera. This is really low budget, this video, just so you know. Just because I wanted to get it up. So actually, I didn't really have much more to say, but one thing I haven't said so far, watching it back, was I hadn't talked about the personal planner. So I did that personal planner unboxing in May, June, sometime. I am using it. It's actually working quite well with the new job. So I'm going to give it like 3 months and see what happens. And I will come back and do an update with as much of I can tell you without kind of giving away trade secrets and stuff like that. I think that's about it. I am going to come back, but it's just going to be sporadically more than anything else. I am thinking, I was going to do Vlogust and then I went, no, new job, no. And you're moving now as well, so no. So I might go back to daily vlogging, or might do a daily vlog in October. So do Vlogtober, because that'll give me some time to settle into the house and stuff like that. So yeah. That's about me and my life update. Thanks for sticking with me if you got all the way down to the end. Obviously, if there's any questions that you have or any kind of ideas for videos that you'd like to see, I do definitely want to kind of talk a little bit more about the crocheting that I've done over the last couple of months and what I finished and what I'm working on and all that kind of stuff. It will mostly be photos because quite a lot of what I crochet is presents, so quite a lot of it has been given away. Oh, did you hear the clicking of my elbow then? That's what I'm dealing with right now, people. All the people that I've mentioned in terms of the new beauty vloggers, and I'll add some more in there because I'm sure I'll think of some as I'm writing my list, and as I look through my subscriptions list. I'll put below, I'll put my Instagram link below, I'll put my Birchbox, or the Birchbox link and the My Little Box link, and all the people I've been talking about. Yeah. Pretty much anything I've talked about that has a link or some sort of information, I'll put it down below, so you can go and have a look at it. And I think that's it, guys. So thanks very much for sticking with me. It's really great. Do you know what? It's really interesting going back to being a YouTube watcher rather than a videoer, content creator, I think is what we're called. For a few months it's actually been really interesting, so I've got a lot of hints and tips of people. I've got into some new people, I've stopped watching a few people, although I'm still subscribed because as a content creator it's not very nice seeing your numbers go down, that kind of thing. So yeah, and I'll see you in the next one.